10 years ago, I was practicing with Lino Miele. I was his student, and somehow still consider myself his student, though I haven't had the possibility to practice much with Lino over the past 10 years, for many reasons, among others because I moved to America. But so he finished me in the advanced A sequence, the third series, 10 years ago. I went to Mysore and worked India, and it works that way there, that you start over again with primary series when you come there, which is a troubling experience for some, but it can also be a really wonderful and humbling experience to be able to revisit what you learned from the beginning, now with so much new awareness, so much more knowledge, and just revisit and recapture all of that under the eye of Guruji and Sharath. So as you can hear, I actually really like that. It was a pleasure. And then there for the first time I was there for 3 months, and the first month I did that, and the second month they taught me the intermediate series, and then the third month I was there, I was practicing these sequences. And then I came back the next year and I was practicing that again, and then I came back, and then during that time I started to realize that my back was really stiff, that back bending was really not my forte. So I started to work very strong on learning how to back bend, and I didn't really know enough about how to approach flexibility in my back, so I ended up hurting myself. So long story short, I ended up with a herniated disc because I didn't listen enough to the signals that I got from my back. So I ended up with this herniated disc where I couldn't move. So for 5 years approximately, I would keep going back to Mysore, but I couldn't do much. I remember there was a time where I could hardly move. I could hardly get out of bed, and I would go down to the yoga shala, and it would take me 10 breaths literally to bend forward in Dvi. And I would somewhat make it all the way through half intermediate series every day, which was a great learning experience because suddenly I got first-hand experience of how open and how tolerant the Ashtanga yoga sequences are. I had Guruji on one side, Sharath on the other side, and I would scramble around on my mat trying to do a series that was as close to what they taught me as possible, but with infinite amount of modifications because of my back. Long story short, over probably 2 years, I reclaimed the integrity of my back and was able to practice well again. But now with a back that was a little bit more fragile. What I'm actually moving towards here with this long story is that here, almost 10 years later, Sharath has just started teaching me the third series down there, the advanced A series, because my back can now, capacitated, is now healthy enough to do that.